this is part 2 of the video. This is the one where the ink had messed up a little bit. You know, you could just flip the card over, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go with it. It's okay. I'm going to just go with it. We'll see how it turns out. So, this card here, we just randomly putting leaves around. I'm using my Memento ink. Just pushing it down. You know, homemade cards. So if it's not perfect, like this ink over here is not perfect, oh well. So this one, I'm gonna shoot it across. Okay. That kind of stuck to my fingers. I hope it didn't make a double image. I have a little bit of glue on my fingers, folks. So shooting that one across. There we go. And I'm going to do this one, just kind of alternating, alternating them. You know what? I think I will do this one here. There we go. And then this. I'm going to just take this one. Now, we're not going to have a lot of room on this card for our birthday sentiment. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some space. Let me look and see. I don't actually think I'm going to add another stamp to it. I think I will leave it at 4. It's not very many, I know, but I think I'm going to leave it at 4. Okay, we're going to get coloring. This one's a little bit more of a mess because of this ink here, but it's okay. You know, we're going to put black splatters on it anyway, so I think it'll be okay. So I'm using the same colors that I have used in the last video. So it's the YG1 and 2, RB2, BG0, GB10, BO1 and 2, YG1, 2, and 3, see, EB5, DR7, CT4, okay? Same ones. Now, this one, I'm moving my paint out of my way. So this one, we're going to have a variety of leaves. See, like this. We don't want them all orange, we don't want them all green, kind of variety. So, let's do this one that has the big error. Let's make it dark over here. You know, go with the error. Let's go ahead and make it a darker brown, like it's already dying quite a bit. Now remember, this is Stampin' Up! Cardstock. It is not marker paper, so you have to get it pretty saturated for it to layer the color well. Okay, so just kind of going over this. I'm going to add orange now. I'm doing my BO2. I'm just pulling it out. Kind of adding it into this leaf a little bit. Hot mess, I know. It's okay. It's what happens. But it comes together. So this was the BO2. My BO1. Pull it out a little, starting back a little bit, pulling it out. I have heard, I do not know how much truth, that Crafter Companion has ink refills available now. That is my only pet peeve with my Spectrum Noirs, is that I could not get ink refills. And apparently now they have Classique is a new marker line they have. They've got the Illustrator, they got these Spectrum Noirs. I don't know if the ink is all the same in them or not. I don't know. I've heard it both ways. So who knows? It's a lot of lines, I can tell you that. But I love my Spectrum Noirs, and I have bought them and used them faithfully. I would buy the ink refills if they were ever available. I have tried. I'm going to see because some of mine are dried out. So see, I'm just, this is the YG one. Just kind of going over it. It takes a lot of layering to get the look that I want. So I'm going over it. I used a base color and now I'm going over it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. See? It really doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to take this RB2, which is a lighter brown, and I'm going to go over this leaf here, over the orange a little bit, see, to kind of tie it in with the darker. And I'm just doing the same thing. I'm going the direction of the veins, just kind of going over it. I have a hodgepodge of colors because it is leaves that are turning colors, right? So there's oranges, there's greens, you know. This is a darker leaf. I have no plan, no rhyme or reason. I just look at it and decide, oh, I want a little more green, I want a little more this or that, and I go with it. Adding some orange, and we're actually going to go over this when we do the background, kind of go over it with the distress markers too, to kind of make the colors a little more subdued. So I'm pulling this in a little bit. Now I'm very saturated. My paper is perfect. It's perfect where I want it. So I'm going to go with this color here, which is a lighter brownish orange. See, and I'm just going over the top. Okay. Now I'm pretty happy with this one. It's got a lot of colors going on. It's okay. Because when you get the other leaves done, it'll be fine. Okay. And we are layering our colors. We are not blending, we are layering. Okay. There we go. You know, I'm okay with it. All right, let's move on. Let's do this leaf here. Now this one, I am going to use this YG3. I'm going to go over my whole leaf, just about with it. I'm going to bring it way out. Way, way, way out. And then I'm going to go with a lighter color. Pull it out. So I'm just kind of, this said it was a lighter color because it was number 1, but it seems darker. I'm just kind of making a base on it, and then we're going to bring in other colors. I apologize for the water if you can hear it going. I'm in my basement, and we have a well. You can hear the well with the water. Lovely sounds. Actually, it is a lovely sound because it's no water bill. We still have a sewer bill, but no big water bill. Okay, I'm just kind of pulling this out. This is a little bright. It's okay because we're going to go back in with another color. I'm pulling it out, following my veins. Okay, this was the, oops, GR10. So what I'm going to do is go in with this lighter orange, which is BO2, and kind of push. See, I'm pushing it back in. I'm flicking and pushing it back in to the color. So I'm pushing, see, pushing it back in. So it's more orange. Now I'm pulling out, kind of pulling out a little bit. Pushing and pulling, see? A little bit more orange in the center. Now I'm going back through, going over this. I wanted the green as a base layer. I just kind of look at it and decide where I want my colors. Now this one is a more orangey leaf. It's pretty much turned. We are in the fall here in Indiana, I guess. You'd say it's the fall. Not my favorite time of the year. And normally I am doing a live, but I didn't know if my husband would be home to watch the baby, and if she wakes up, I have to be able to stop what I'm doing. So I thought, well, I'll just do a video instead. So I'm just kind of going in. Well, it's been a long time since I've done a video for crafting. Lives have become so popular. And I'm just kind of going back in. Like I said, looks like a hot mess, but truly it pulls together when you get all your colors layered that you want to use. So I'm going back over with a little bit of orange. Okay. Now, so this one's orangey green, got a little brown. It's fine. Using my DR7. Oh, I forgot to do it up there. So I'm going in, doing my heart. Okay. See, they have beading on the side. So I'm going back over the beading. You know, I do like, you know, fall weather's not bad. I love summer weather. It's my favorite. I love it, like when it's 90, 95. And I guess fall weather's okay. But I don't like it much colder. I don't want it to be super cold or anything. Back over this one. And kind of just doing a little light touch because I kind of didn't like a couple little areas here I didn't like. So I wanted a little bit more green. It's okay to go over these as much as you want. It's your card. You know, I wanted to bring in a little bit more green in there. Okay, kind of a little bit. Okay, we got two more over here. All right. So for this, let's do one that is this GB10. Let's see what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's pretty. We're going to make this one more, this is a brown and green tint together. So I'm going to do a base layer of this one. The Spectrum Noirs are great for this project. I don't know that I would use my Copics on this. I can't tell you why. I feel like I use different markers for different projects. And then I have some cheapy markers. And I do like them, and I use them on occasion. So I'm going to use this BO1. I use them for other projects. So, I mean, it just kind of depends what I'm doing. So I'm pulling this one out. Now, this doesn't give you a lot of differences because this color is in the same family just about. So I'm just kind of a little randomly using that one. Let's use a CT1. See what it does. See, this leaf is not turning so much, and that's okay. Okay, so now this is kind of giving us some lighter variation in our leaf, and we want that. So I'm just kind of picking where would I want more in the center than on the edges, see? More in the center. So I'm pulling this out. See how I'm just kind of flicking it out, and that's lightening this up. That's what I want. Exactly what I want. Because this leaf here has not turned as much. Perfect. Exactly what I want. This leaf has not even been hard. Okay. I'm going to go in with this. Woo! I hear a baby. Do you hear the boom, 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 boom? Sorry about that. How come the littlest kids make the loudest noise when they walk? What is the deal with that? Or is it because they're closer to the ground? I don't know. That boom, 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 boom. I don't know if you heard that or not. Just kind of bringing out a little bit of orange. Just a little. Just kind of, just want a little bit of orange in here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is use this color, B01, kind of pull it out. So you want to get this paper good and saturated so that you can work with these layers. Okay. I just wanted a little hint that our leaf is going to turn colors there. Okay. One more leaf and then we'll do the background. Okay. So this one, kind of running out of colors ideas. Let's use this darker color. Let's go in. This is a really pretty orangey. I've got a lot of laundry, a lot of cleaning to get done. I don't know how much crafting I can get done, but I wanted to make 10 cards for a friend of mine. She's going to give them to her patients. And so I want to get 10 cards together. So this is kind of it's not really quick, about 30 minutes per card, but this was I wanted a few fall-like cards. I've got some cutesy cards with characters that I've colored. I'm going to do a few watercolor cards so she can have a variety. I'd like to get, my goal is 10. I was hoping for 20, but my goal is 10 this weekend, so I can put them together and give them to her. I can always make another 10 and give them to her maybe in a week. But I wanted to give her something because she's got a hard job being a nurse. Being a hospice nurse is even, I admire what a tough job. And people that need you the most, right? Families that need you the most. Okay, so I'm just kind of pulling this out. I want a little hint of green in here. So I'm going to take this one. Let's kind of do like near the veins, because I don't want to take away all the orange. So I'm just kind of going where the veins are at. I'm going above, see, kind of above. There is technique to my madness. I know there's a lot of people that are out there coloring, and man, they do a fantastic job. I love watching several people. I don't think one person is better than the other. I think they all have great qualities. So I'm just doing this kind of lightly, and I love watching them, and I suggest you do it. I suggest you take classes. I take classes with Sweet Sentiments and with Elise. Take classes, learn some techniques, but develop your own style. If everybody colors exactly the same, how boring would that be, honestly? Great art, the artists they don't all paint exactly the same. There is not one correct method. Don't let people tell you that there is, because there is not. Learn your style. Be happy with what you do. Okay, now I'm going to do the beading. See, I don't really worry about that the colors got over the beading, because this is a pretty deep red, and it covers over whatever little error we had. All right, so I'm just going down. There we go. Okay, there you have it. If you see a little bit of white, touch it up. Okay, we're going to do our background. This is the fun part. I love this part. Moving my markers out of the way. And we're going to start with, let's do a little bit of the green. Okay. Just kind of do the edges. There we go. Kind of going over it. Kind of going in the middle. Right? Like I said, you know, we're going to kind of go over this with our colors, so it's okay. Like this one, it lightened it up a little bit. Alrighty. Now, my favorite. Well, actually, the lemon is my favorite. Orange is a close second. It's kind of going in there. You know, just kind of, there we go. I'm a little heavy-handed. I have to be careful. Now we do our lemon. And it just, I don't know, I think it makes it pop. The lemon makes it pop. There you have it. Put the lemon over this black a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, I am going to do a little bit of this. I've got one more color I want to put on here, I think. No, that's not it. I thought I had a linen. Okay, I'm going to use this little bit of this velvet. Yeah, just going to try to go in the middle a little bit. It doesn't show up as much. I felt like I got the card a little bit bright. So, you know, just go over in the leaves a little bit. Kind of helps, you know, tie them together. There we go. Now, come on. That's a pretty background. All right. Now, we are going to do our splatters. And I'm going to do black this time. I think I like it better. So, I'll get out my black. I'm just using this cheapy, I just use this cheapy stuff right here from Walmart. Put it on my plate. I take my water, I mix it in, I get my brush. I just find a brush, I have a lot of them that I use for this. So I'm just mixing water in. That's why my water is kind of yucky. I really don't advise not using a box, but because I want you to see how it works, I'm not using a box. So do it up high. Try to do it a little higher than I'm doing it. There we go. See? Want more water. There we go. See? Just like that. Yeah, see, don't you like the black better? I like the black. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Move my water out of the way. Move my paint out of the way. I reuse it. You just reactivate it with the water. Now, I'm going to dry this real quick. So just using this. Now I'm going to take my stays on, and I am going to do my sentiment. Misty is invaluable. Put this in here. And I'm going to set this down here. See, there wasn't a lot of room. That's why I said I I wasn't going to add another stamp. Now maybe I could have put a stamp kind of in the middle there. That might have been nice. Oh well. Using my stays on. I'm going to straighten this up just a little bit. There we go. Ooh, I hope that didn't mess it up. Oh, and you know what? Upside down. But, good save. I was able to turn the card back over, and guess what? It looks better like that than it did the other way anyway. See? No mistakes in crafting. None. We just won't tell her I made this mistake. All right. So see? Okay. So I'm going to cut this just a little bit and then put it together. Good save. Oh my gosh. See, it's so funny when accidents happen because then you can see how to fix them, right? And that was barely an accident. I had another little accident off camera here. Not even going to tell you what it was. Cut a little bit, well, I will tell you, I cut a little bit too much off one edge, but that's okay. All right. Now I've got ink. See, ink wasn't completely dry, but we're going with it. We are going with it. So this is actually Tom Malte. Is it called Tombow Multi Glue? It's not my favorite, but it's what I'm using. Yep. So just kind of all over. There we go. And we will have another card done. Smeared a little bit. It's okay. And we will put this on a craft card base as well. So there you go. We have that one, this one. See, it's smeared just a little bit there, but you know what? It's okay. So we have 3. There we go.